I'm sitting on the floor. And the way my joints are set up, girl, these are not the same knees I used to drop down and get your eagle on, girl, with. Let me just tell you that much. Hello, if you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Yuki, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah. As you can see, we are in a different setting. You know, you get me. Like, babes trying to be versatile and that. But why am I like this? You know, I just thought I'd come on here and, you know, just chat with you guys a little bit, play in some makeup, you know, the usual, but just in a different setting because there's only so much creativity you can get flowing when you are looking at the same background all the time. Anyway, let's get started. Yeah, like, what are we gonna talk about? There's so much to talk about. I think what I want to do for this video is primarily just focus on the makeup. I'm sure we all need an escape from, you know, kuro. We're not gonna say the name. We're not gonna type the name in the comments because YouTube has been quite funny with their monetization, this thing, you know. So we're gonna be coded with it. This is the Laura Mercier PR package that I got with all their primers in it. You have the Pure Canvas Primer, which is illuminating, the Perfecting Primer, the Hydrating Primer, the Blurring Primer, and the Protecting Primer, which has SPF 30 in it. Let's use the Blurring Primer. It's this light lavender one. You can't see it because the lighting is a madness. My edges are not laid down. It's all right. There are far more important things going on in the world right now than to worry about laid edges. We're just trying to survive. First of all, can I just say thank you so much to everyone who has DM'd me and expressed gratitude for healthcare workers and everything. Like, y'all are the bomb. You may or may not know, but I am a registered nurse. I have my Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I'm still a nurse. I'm in the nursing workforce in addition to YouTube. I'm gonna use my NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation in the shade Sienna. This bad boy, I forgot what these are called. Using a sponge tends to like eat up a lot more of your product. I don't know how people can film in natural lighting. It's just too unpredictable for me. Look at that. All of a sudden things are starting to get cool. Yeah, you guys are trying to get a break from reality and trying to get a break from the usual stuff that's being shoved in your face every 2 seconds. But at the same time, there are some things that I really need to get off of my chest, okay? As someone who is in healthcare and also a content creator, I feel like I can bring a different perspective to things that maybe some people aren't or weren't previously thinking about. Please be careful with how much fear you are allowing into your lives at any time. I'm not talking about just with what's going on, but just in general. Fear is a very strong emotion, and we have to be careful how much of it we allow into our lives, into our heads. And on top of that, fear can really mess with your health, period. Like, I believe it weakens the immune system. I do also believe that you can be prepared and not fearful. You can be proactive and not fearful. I kind of wish I was with my family during this time. Obviously, like, I live in a completely different state from them. But these kind of things help you to keep in mind to cherish your loved ones, especially in this part of the world. I'm not gonna lie, America is definitely a place where you can get lost in the sauce. Coming from a culture that's very family driven, family oriented, I'm actually a very family oriented person. In this part of the world, I noticed that it's more individual driven as opposed to family driven or community driven. This time, just, you know, if you can, use this time to be around family, cherish them, love on them, spend time with them. People get so I'm trying to just look on the positive side, right? People get so caught up in the grind, caught up in trying to make more money, caught up in trying to be socially relevant or whatever the case is, caught up in trying to keep up with the next person. No, like, the people that matter are the ones that you will be thinking about when that day you're about to take your last breath. Oh, see how, this lighting, I'm not understanding. Anyone who was going to hospitals, healthcare facilities, other places where direct patient care is given to go and steal masks, I hope you're asking for forgiveness. I just hope you're asking for forgiveness. You're taking personal protective equipment away from the healthcare workers who need it. And like people are now locking up masks, which we've never, like, places usually don't do that. Locking up masks, locking up wipes, locking up a whole bunch of stuff. Like, and it's ridiculous. I'm gonna use the Jackie Aina ABH collaboration palette. Let's use credit. Stealing equipment from the people who actually need it and are at risk the most. That's what's incredibly like selfish to me. I don't know if people think that hospitals have this endless supply of masks somewhere and they can never run out or something, but that's not true. So now you have certain hospitals and facilities that are running low on supplies, because you have to realize the manufacturers of these products, they're running low too. Like, there's more being consumed than can be supplied, essentially. I'm gonna place some translucent powder right underneath the brow bone. Profusion Cosmetics sent me some brushes, so I'm gonna try them out. This one is a pointed crease eyeshadow brush. So how are you guys doing? How are you feeling mentally, emotionally? I know the uncertainty of what's to happen is what's probably really bothering a lot of people, especially the financial implications of this, but we're gonna be all right. We are all gonna be all right. Oh, let me tell you guys what happened just recently. This is my Sigma Blending E34 brush. I'm gonna go into, let's just use edges. I mean, we just might as well just use edges. So I feel like this is a really appropriate time for me to mention this, you know, given the state of things. I don't even know if I know how to do makeup anymore. I have not worn makeup in such a long time. It feels like a long time, even though it's really not. Yo, the way this lighting is changing. I'm so sorry, you guys. Like, we just gonna have to roll with it. Before this whole koro situation, right? Or Rona, if you want to call it that. I have always had an issue with people who cough with their mouths open, even if your mouth is closed. Like, if your mouth is not covered, there's a problem, okay? People who cough without closing their mouths, or people who cough openly into their hands and then immediately touch something after that. Like, there's no sanitizer situation, there's no hand washing situation going on. They just, and then they start touching stuff. In the past, and I guess in the present too, because this thing just happened, I had a patient who decided that it would be okay to just openly be coughing. Like, I'm literally there, like at the bedside, and he's just like not even making an attempt to cover his mouth, nothing. I was like, can you please cover your mouth? Why do I have to say that to a full-grown adult? Cough into the inside of your elbow. Why do I have to tell you that? Even with the current state of affairs. Why is that something I have to say? At this point, you're just being selfish. What, are you too disgusted by your own sputum? By your own droplet particles? So why are you putting me at risk? I'm literally right there within 1 foot distance. And you're coughing all over me. Sir, are you okay in the head? Because here's another one. Like, parents who allow their kids to just cough anyhow, like in public. I'll literally be watching the parent look at their child coughing up a storm, just hacking all over the place, and they don't even instruct the child to like cover their mouths. Why? Anyone who knows me personally knows, like, this isn't even a matter of kuru. This is actually just Yuki plain. Like, this is how I am. And I'm someone who, I try to be very aware of, gosh, if I say this now, people will say I'm OCD. But I try to be very aware of like germs, bacteria, and all that stuff, and not exposing other people to mine, and not being exposed unnecessarily to other people's bacteria. I remember, and it's the crazy thing is, like, all of these things, nurses have been telling y'all this for forever, and no one ever listens. Oh, but now you want to listen. Sote, all the hand sanitizer is gone. All the hand soap is gone. So you mean to tell me you people were not washing your hands before now? Is that what you're communicating? Because, like, what were you using to wash your hands before? Just water? Were you just rinsing under the water and then going about your, because I've actually seen that happen before. Every time I wash my hands in the restroom, in a public restroom, people always look at me funny, because they're always looking like, why is she washing her hands for so long? And they're always looking at me like leaving the water running as I'm drying my hands off, because you don't want to touch the faucet after you've washed your hands. You don't want to close the faucet with your bare hands. You literally just, like, there's so much bacteria on the handles. So I usually will leave the water running after I've washed my hands for 15 to 20 seconds. And then I will go ahead and turn off the tap with the paper towel or whatever I'm using. If it's just like a hand dryer situation and all they have is like the air dryer, you know what I mean? Use your elbow to turn the faucet off. I have complained about this thing for so long, and it's so crazy to see. Like whenever I would go shopping, whether grocery shopping or Walmart, Target, whatever, I always wipe down the handles of my cart. Always. I go grocery shopping now and every single person is using the wipes to wipe down their cart. I'm like, oh, so you people do know how to do this. You do know how to do, okay, so you just choose not to. You really just choose not to because you don't feel like you don't feel like on a regular day it's a threat. But let me be real with you. Bacteria from other people who you don't know where their hands have been, you don't know what they're doing with their lives, is still a threat. Koro koro or not. So even after all of this, passes and after all of this has settled and we're all back to our normal lives, I urge you to please maintain a level of hygiene, a level of cleanliness when you're in public, at least. Like in your private home, if you like, go and be like Adrienne, what's her name? Adrienne Houghton, who doesn't wash her hands after she uses the restroom in her own home. Don't ask me the rationale behind that because even I don't understand. I'ma just live and let live, okay? Because disgusting. Like people like that are the reason why some people choose to never eat at other people's houses, because people be dirty. They be dirty. It's just funny to me. Like, okay, so y'all do know how to do all these things, but on a regular day, why don't you? Why do you wait until things have hit the fan before you decide to like put these things into practice? I don't get it. You might be thinking, oh, you're protecting yourself from kuru, but what about all the other viruses and infections that are as a result of touching stuff other people have touched, or just being reckless and not sanitizing things that hundreds if not thousands of hands have been on? Why? Like, is it because this thing has a name? Like, let's really rationalize here. Let's really think about this. Everyone's been talking about Naomi's airplane routine, and I do the same thing. I don't go as far as wearing a mask though, because I don't find it necessary in most situations, but I do the same thing. I remember years ago when I traveled, it was international travel. I wiped down, my seat and everything beforehand, and the people I were with were having a huge fit. That's not necessary. Why are you doing all that? Oh, but look now. It's very annoying. I'm actually just really annoyed. Sorry, I'm going into ginger, by the way. I think I want to use Shookington. Sorry to go back to the cough thing. It's very irresponsible to sit there and just openly cough in front of other people, knowing that it's almost like you're projectile vomiting into the atmosphere. You're projectile vomiting your germs, your bacteria, and all your other DNA just out for whoever's within 8 feet to partake in. We didn't ask for all that. Please cover your mouth. We did not ask for all that. And don't cover your mouth with your hands. Cover it with the inside of your elbow, or cough into your shirt or something where like there's a barrier, an actual barrier to your rubbish. Let's use this LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner in the shade Electric. Using my Fenty Beauty Concealer in the shade 14. You know what? I think I want some hits of purple glitter. This is an OPV Metal and Liquid Glitter in the shade. I don't know what the shade is. It's just way too small. Random lines on Shookington, I guess. To make it a little bit more glittery, add some dimension. Oh, now the sun wants to come out. Lovely. Okay, let me see if I can maybe bring down my ISO a bit. Okay, I feel like that's a little bit better. Tezas, I don't know what to do with you and your weather. Tezas, get your life together. Ah, that rhymed. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry. Wait. I just got too excited. I just thought about Love is Blind. I do that sometimes. Sorry. Like, I'll have a thought and it'll just like, yay. Cameron Hamilton. Aha. Good. Please. If you have not watched Love is Blind, this is the perfect opportunity for you to get on Netflix and go on a binge, okay? Just go on a binge. Obviously, I'm speaking from the perspective of a hopeless romantic, but when like, why are there not more men in the world like Cameron? I love Lauren too. Fam, like them two together, they are a force, okay? Cameron speaks my love languages. I think that's why I'm so drawn to the interactions he has with Lauren. He speaks my love languages. My love languages are physical touch. Yes, I will say it with my full chest. My love languages are physical touch and words of affirmation. I mean, I feel like all the love languages are my love languages, but those two are my top. And Cameron, the way he loves Lauren is so beautiful. It is just absolutely beautiful. I don't care what anybody has to say. I feel like them being on Love is Blind, having the kind of connection that they did and had the show being released at the time that it was, is very prophetic. It's very indicative. It's very indicative. Indicative is the Nigerian way to say it. So what's the American way to say it? Anyway, the resurrection of love in this day and age. I feel like a lot of us kind of feel disillusioned by the experience of love, maybe based on past traumas or past hurts or whatever. A lot of people feel very hopeless and helpless concerning love, and I feel like this was the perfect thing that was needed to spark that hope right back, because it's necessary. We're made to love. We are built to love. We're created to love. We're created to love. Like, just I can write. Okay, sorry, I'm being a little bit extra. Whew, it's hot. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's hot. I need a break. And I feel like a lot of our maybe like missteps in life, I know for me personally, a lot of our missteps in life usually are sparked from a lack of love. And it may not necessarily be love in the romantic or eros sense of it, but it could be the love of a friend, the love of a parent, the love of a child, the love of, just love. But for me personally, Love is Blind was just the thing I needed. It was just the push I needed. Yeah, it's just, they're beautiful. Cameron and Lauren, they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, some of the other couples are cool too, but Cameron and Lauren were like, I felt it. I felt it. I think what made it even more special for me was the fact that we were seeing a Black woman, a dark-skinned Black woman, be so loved on and adored and cherished and doted on and respected and protected. Like, it was beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna try out this Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for under eyes. I'm gonna use a regular Laura Mercier translucent powder to set everywhere else real quick, just so I have that kind of like out of the way. This is my first video using natural light, you guys. All right, let's try this Laura Mercier. I know I'm so, okay, wow, it's white. So what I'm thinking is I can definitely see me using this a lot more often, especially because I feel like sometimes the concealer that I use for under my eyes is pretty close to my skin tone, and there are times where I want that like brightness and I don't necessarily get it because the translucent setting powder doesn't do that. Other setting powders that I have aren't really brightening per se. So this is the perfect addition to my collection. Now what I want to know is, do people use this under a different powder? You know what I mean? Like, do they put the secret brightening powder on and then another powder on top? Something I had mentioned on my Insta story, by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, that's where you will find me pretty much giving like more up-to-date stuff. I had mentioned on Instagram that we should please not vilify people who have a cough or, other symptoms for other reasons, such as allergies. Pollen is crazy right now in Houston. I personally have been dealing with allergies, freaking itchy eyes, the sniffles, itchy throat, the usual allergy stuff. That does not mean you should not cover your cough, okay? But not vilifying people who have coughs for other reasons like asthma, smoker's cough, COPD. So even if you do have a cough, I mean, obviously stay away from people because, I mean, most places right now, we're all practicing social distancing, except for those of us who have to go to work, or if you need to go do something really important, like, you know, buy groceries or seek medical attention. So I got this blush in PR. Oh, you can't even see it, but that's actually the true color right there. Okay, so I'm noticing some spots I missed underneath my eyes. I'm just gonna go back and reinforce them with the regular translucent setting powder. Well, I guess I'm just adding the powder on top. Oh, actually, wait a minute. This combination? Yeah, I like this. Let's knock off some of that. Yuki! Wait. Abort mission! Okay. Just kidding. All right, wait a minute. Let's blend this out. All right. Whew, that was close. I'm not saying which company the blush is from because ain't nobody got time to get dragged. I do like the blush though, I'll tell you that much, but I feel like I brought it in a little bit too far into the middle of the face. Next up, let's go back to the inner corner. Let's go ahead and use Soleil. I'm gonna take it up a smidge. This is the Beauty Bakery Lollipop Liner. So Allure by AV, shout out to you guys. Sent me these lashes. So these are some of my favorites. This one is Sovereign and this one is Yawu. They have been my favorite lash brand so far, and I genuinely like just enjoy supporting brands that I love. Like, I've had a hard time wearing other lashes. I don't know what it is, like their lash styles are just super unique and they're beautiful and just, oh, so they sent me this. It's been a minute since I've had this, but I just haven't shown you guys. These, look at this, hold on. First of all, who even does that? Look. Fam. Let's use Vixen, this one up top. I feel like it's the least intimidating out of all of these. Okay, so while my lashes are prepping, I'm gonna move on to setting spray. Urban Decay, thank you so much. They sent me, it's like they knew exactly when I was about to run out. They sent me their Environmental Defense Makeup Setting Spray, which I didn't even know was a thing. And they also sent me the All Nighter, a long-lasting makeup setting spray, Ultra Matte long-lasting makeup setting spray, and a face primer longwear foundation grip. They also sent the All Nighter longwear mattifying weightless waterproof setting powder. Definitely want to try that out. Let's try the pollution protection one, Environmental Defense Makeup Setting Spray. This video is about to turn into one of those like Yuki complaining about natural lighting for 40 minutes straight. I've got the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara here. So it's like this. It's thick on one side and thin on the other. You know who I really feel bad for? I know a lot of people had like special occasions planned. I especially feel for people who had weddings planned. Oh my gosh. I cannot imagine pouring so much time and energy and work and money into planning your dream wedding only to not be able to actually have your dream wedding. I can't. I can't. It's too much. It's too much. I really feel for you guys. I'm so sorry. I got mascara on my, dag nabbit. Now I have to wait for it to dry. Guess we're just gonna have to deal with this right here because there's just nothing else I can do at this point. I tried to flake it off. It flaked off, but there's still like some residue down there, so whatever. For highlight, there's this Ofra Cosmetics Pro palette. It has a bunch of eyeshadows in it. However, we have some, oh gosh, you can't even see it. We have some other stuff going on here. There, you can see it. But you see that highlight right there, right there where my finger's at? That's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna dip into this. It's called Soho. Also, can you guys please let me and other people know of some suggestions of what to watch on Netflix? When are they gonna come out with the 3rd season of Money Heist? Actually, no, I think I saw like a thumbnail somewhere that Money Heist was coming back soon. Okay, now that that's done, let's go ahead and move on to lips. I got this Laura Mercier Rouge Essential Silky Cream Lipstick in the shade Beige Intime. I'm probably saying that very, very incorrectly. And this is the shade. It's so pretty. You guys know I love mauvey, pinky nudes. Morphe Trendsetter. I started a new, I guess, series, IGTV series, I guess you can say, on Instagram, where I basically put on highlight and sing a song, or sing a segment of a song, actually, not a full song, because anybody got time for that, the way my vocal cords are, you know, set up or whatever. That's how some of you be doing when you're cover your mouth, you're nasty. And I'm calling it highlights and notes because, you know, get it, highlights and notes, highlights, notes, like vocal notes, you know, you don't get it, like, you get it. Oh, this is a whole banger right here. This is a banger. Just sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for the back and forth with this lighting, y'all. Like, this natural lighting thing is a struggle, especially on cloudy days like this where the clouds are moving. I already put up one video like some weeks back, and that one I was singing Killing Me Softly by Lauryn Hill and the Fugees. So that got a really great response. So hopefully you guys keep looking out for, you know, that content or whatever. But I just wanted to do something different that's not just so like makeup focused, you know, but and that way like it can kind of give you guys, those of you out there who have been asking me for more like singing or whatever, it gives you, so, you know, a dose of that medicine that you so desire. So yeah, this is pretty much the look. Hope you like it, hope you enjoy it. I feel like there was something I wanted to say and then I forgot and I didn't say it. Okay, maybe I'll say it in the next video, or I'll put it down in the comment section. I don't know. But anyways, stay safe out there, you guys. Be healthy. I can't say I didn't eat all the snacks because I did, but that was the old me. That was in my past. It was yesterday. It's in my past. I'm turning over a new leaf. So yeah, just try to maintain like your normal routine of self-care stuff, whether it's your skincare routine or, you know, whatever little exercise you can get in at home, or your you know, healthy eating, if that's what you do, if that's something you're into. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want me to do more natural lighting videos, let me know. It's a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. It's a struggle, but the skin is looking mad, fam. Painting and that, you get me? Hit him with the hit him with the hit him with the Y'all should have never let me film outside the studio, because now I have all this space and I'm gonna be doing the most. All right, loves, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell. Make sure you have all notifications checked off. Comment down below as well. If you're not engaging with my content, YouTube will not show it to you. So please, please, please do that, even if it's just an emoji. Actually, no. Leave me some heart emojis, because I feel like we really emphasized love today. So show more love to yourself, to others, to your family, your friends, your lover if you have one, and just everybody. Just show love. So heart emojis. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you, and I will see you in the next one, Lord willing. Stay blessed. Bye.